What up? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. What's good, bro?
What up, bruh?
Hey,
It's
man.
it's not so good on this side, bruh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, man. We gonna take we're gonna dive off into that stuff. Let me get a couple background. But how y'all doing? Apologies, man. I had my son was in town last week. It was kind of, a little tight, man. Couldn't really do no shows, man. Was trying to just spend some time with the fam and stuff where he headed back.
Hell
He
yeah,
left
man.
out this morning. So
Shouts
he
out
on
to
his way back.
Junior, bruh.
Yeah, man, hanging out with Junior and stuff. But we back, man. We back. Obviously a lot has happened. The Hawks are still eliminated. If y'all we got
Yeah,
bad.
brother. Ain't no revivals, man. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
nah, you know what I'm
My
saying?
boy's about to join y'all.
Hey, man. Hey, rough series. I'm sure you got some thoughts, you know what I mean, to put together. Hey, I will say this, and when we get into it, bro, let me tell you something. Game two, that shit had me sitting over there thinking, do I even want to continue watching basketball, bro? Because let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
something. Yeah, I know you're gonna get into it, but what was going on official wise in that game was something that I feel is rather disastrous for the game of basketball. But we gonna get into that. But um, first, man, I gotta obviously, we don't talk much baseball on the show, man.
Right.
Obviously, I'm a Braves fan from Georgia and stuff like that. You live in Georgia. You check them out when you can. Obviously, you're a Dodgers fan, so it's sort of a damn, what I'm saying, kind of a rivalry, but you still get it though,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
You
Absolutely,
still
bro.
you still get it when it comes to these two cats that, and within the past week, uh, the Atlanta Braves fans, the Atlanta Braves themselves as a franchise, and shouts out to and just in general when it comes to Atlanta, man. The two legends, pretty much if you're any kind of Braves fan, any kind of anything, you understand and realize what these two gentlemen have meant for this franchise over the past 20, 30, 40 years. However back you want to go. Ted Turner purchased the Braves. He was the one who sort of put the Braves on Front Street as far as, he had the Turner networks, put the Braves
Yeah,
on
bro.
TV, and that's how the nation saw baseball, right?
Yeah.
Unless you lived in certain, the Braves was the only team you could watch, and that's why the Braves have got so many fans to this day. Is because like Missouri.
And and and
Go ahead.
it even go beyond. And even go beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up as a kid in California, like you stated, bro. You a Braves fan. This is the originator. This is the pioneer. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
However, growing up as a kid in California, I was watching Dodger games.
Yeah, yeah,
Wasn't watching too much Braves. However, was watching faithfully wrestling,
yeah,
WWE, WWF,
yep,
which
yep.
was brought
Ted
to you
Turner.
by, Mr. Ted Turner
Yeah.
himself, bro, and his network.
Mm-hmm. And then when it comes to Bobby Cox, obviously, if you're a baseball fan, there's no way around it. This cat was 14 straight division titles, a lot of dubs in there, one World
Mm-hmm.
Series title. Dude, I can't. I need to credit whoever put. I found this. Trying to. There was a certain picture I was looking for that was
Right.
them two holding the trophy right at like the real picture. Couldn't find it
Yeah.
big enough to where it looked good on the screen because it looked kind of shady. So, because I didn't want to bring him up here and have him looking shady and shit. So, but Bobby Cox, you never meet a player who played for him. You'll never meet nobody's gonna have anything bad to say about Bobby Cox. There just ain't nobody out there. Dude was a
Nah, bro.
player's manager. He stood up for his players. He go out there and cuss the officials out. Obviously, he had the record for most ejections, bro.
Ejections, bro. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
man.
saying?
And
And to
always
be
under.
honest, that's probably what most people knew him for, bro.
Yeah, yeah. But and he tell you half the time he was wrong. He knew it was wrong, but he was
Yeah.
going. He had his players back. His players said, "Nah, that wasn't a strike, bro." And this was before where we're at today. So yeah, Bobby Cox fought for his players, man. Um, Generally, just two of the best names in sports. Period, and it's more specifically in the sport of baseball. You where the Braves are right now, you ain't gonna have that period without Ted Turner. That's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? So
Sports entertainment right there, bro. One
yeah,
picture,
sports
dog.
entertainment. Yep, yep. And then Bobby Cox, obviously, there's a lot of players throughout that time. Obviously, you look at the thing and you say
Mm-hmm.
he only got one World Series title, but he did way much more than that. So
Yeah. He
I
went
just
beyond the
wanted to,
field, bro.
yeah, man. I just wanted to start the show off saying shouts out to Bobby Cox, Ted Turner, legendary people in the sort of the halls of like the Braves. You know what I'm talking about? When you think about the Braves, you think about people who have sort of put the team where they are today. These are two of the names that hop out to you the most. And
Atlanta Pioneers, bro.
Yeah, Pioneers, bro. And shouts out to the family, friends of these two gentlemen who are no longer with us, but they still watching. They still watching. Trust me. I guarantee you, them fools ain't. I tell neither one of them to quit watching baseball. You know what I mean?
Hell no.
Since they left this physical place. So, shouts out to Bobby Cox, Ted Turner, some legends, man, some Braves legends, man. So, let me get us some damn background going. All right, man. So, jump into the NBA, man. As we know, the playoffs are ongoing. You know, my Hawks got clapped up out of there last week. You know, I'll let you get into it when we get to the get to sort of where we are with the scores and stuff. But one thing I did want to bring up though, dog, was today at 3:00, the NBA draft lottery took place. And I'm gonna pull up the little picks right now. As you can see, the Wizards ended up with the number one pick in the draft. The Hawks, who had the opportunity,
go ahead and talk through it. I'll be right back, though.
Okay, yeah. So the Hawks, they had the opportunity, whichever pick was from the Pelicans or the Milwaukee Bucks, whichever pick was lower, the Hawks were going to get that pick. Obviously, the Pelicans pick was 8, so that's what the Hawks got. And Milwaukee got the 10th pick. The Hawks also have the 23 picks. So let's go through it right here. The Washington Wizards have the number 1 overall pick in the draft. The Utah Jazz have the number 2 overall pick. The Grizzlies have the number 3 overall pick. And the Chicago Bulls have the 4th overall pick in the draft, which, depending on who you like, again, this draft is pretty heavy at the top. So, as far as I'm going, I would think that Boozer might fall to number 4 to the Bulls. No disrespect to Boozer. I just think that the cats in front of him are pretty nice. And then the Clippers with the 5th pick, which they are very lucky. Honestly, this pick right here the Clippers just got came from the Pacers. The Pacers, if the pick had been 4 or better, they would have kept it. But since they didn't, it went to the Clippers. So the Pacers don't even have a pick right here in the top 10. Brooklyn Nets with the 6th pick. The Sacramento Kings with the 7th pick, and I like the aforementioned my Hawks at the 8th. The Dallas Mavericks at 9. The Milwaukee Bucks at the 10th pick. Golden State Warriors with number 11. Oklahoma City. This is the craziest shit, right? This is. I was having a conversation with my co-host before here. How crazy it is when it comes to the draft with the NBA because, dude, they trading picks all the time. It almost feels like the NBA doesn't give a fuck about picks. You know what I mean? Because the way that they trade these things, and you'll see a graphic that I'll pull up later where you're going to see like, yo, this pick bounced from here to here. This pick came from here to here. There's just a lot of picks like that, right? So Oklahoma City, there was a chance because the Clippers failed to make it into the official playoffs. They made it to the play-in. They didn't make it to the playoffs. There was a chance that Oklahoma City could have got the number 1 pick. It was a very low chance, but there was a chance that the Oklahoma City Thunder, who a lot of people think are going to win the title this year, back-to-back, could have got the number 1 pick, which I'm going to tell you right now, for the rest of the NBA, that's kind of catastrophic, right? You don't ever want to see the NBA champion win the title and then a week later in the draft have the number 1 pick in that draft. And then the Miami Heat at 13 and the Charlotte Hornets at 14. So I'll keep it right there. Let's see. Let me get into draft order. So here goes the 2026 NBA draft, picks 1 through 60. As this finishes loading. Obviously, I've watched a little bit of the draft lottery. I was at work, but I was able to catch it. Once I seen where the Hawks were picking, the Hawks also had a chance to be the number 1 pick. They had a chance out there too, very slim chance, but we didn't get it. We got the 8th pick, and so I was kind of sort of disgusted a little bit. And I was like, okay, all right. So here goes the first round. Obviously, picks 1 through 14. And then Chicago, who also has the 4th pick, comes back with the 15th pick from Portland. Phoenix to Memphis from Orlando. So it's Phoenix's pick, but it's going to Memphis. This Philadelphia pick at 17 is going to Oklahoma City. This Orlando pick is going to Charlotte, but that pick is from Phoenix, right? You got Toronto at 19, pretty much the only few cats later in the first round who pick didn't come from somewhere else. Atlanta, we could have been the 20 pick. That goes to San Antonio. Minnesota had the pick at 21. That goes to Detroit. Houston was picking 22, but that goes to Philadelphia from OKC. We get the 23rd pick in the first round from Cleveland. New York, 24. Yo boys pick at the 25th. Denver at 26. Boston at 27. Detroit, whose pick goes to Minnesota at 28. San Antonio, this pick goes to Cleveland from us. And in Oklahoma City, to Dallas from Washington and Philadelphia. So OKC still ends up with a couple of first-round picks, a couple of picks in the first round, as do we have some in the second round. All right. New York from Washington via Oklahoma City and Houston. Indiana is picking at 32. This pick goes to Memphis from Milwaukee. Brooklyn picks 23rd or 33rd. Sacramento picks 34th. San Antonio picks 35. Comes from Utah via Minnesota. The Clippers at pick 36. This pick comes from Memphis via Atlanta and Utah. Oklahoma City's pick comes from Dallas. Chicago's pick, as you can see right there, from New Orleans, but from Boston, Detroit, and Portland. Yo, see how crazy
that's fucking crazy, dog. Yeah. How you gonna have like 5 teams, bro? You know what I mean?
You a pick, bro. You know what I mean?
Like it shouldn't even. And I mean, and I get it. Like to be completely honest with you, it's not that weird. It's not really that weird when you really think about it.
Yeah.
Because this is the same shit that goes on in the NFL. You know what I mean? Hey, the Raiders now got 2 first-round picks because they traded this for this first-round pick. And the reason they got that first-round pick is because fucking Dallas, traded with so-and-so and they had an extra first-round pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all this is like an in-depth. So you can see exactly like where that... It's showing you where that pick began and where it's ending. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so we get to Miami from Golden State via Charlotte, New York, Oklahoma City, Atlanta.
Because I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Because I was listening to you while I had stepped away. Only 2 things that I take away from all of this, right?
Yeah.
One is that I think Boozer and his family are okay with falling forward to the Bulls. Because as we know, Carlos Boozer, his dad, had a great career in Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be, open arms, And number 2, none of this trade shit mattered ever before or after unless it dealt with one Kobe Bean Bryant.
Yeah.
Because there was 2 occasions where all these trades and shit were done and finalized and a veto was assessed. That was when they tried to trade for Chris Paul.
Yeah.
And when they tried to trade originally for Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah. So they
fuck y'all.
Yeah. Nah, hey, we remember that shit in jest for real, because that's real. Yeah.
That Chris Paul one was brutal, bro.
Yeah, dog. Like that was on Front Street, big time. Like NBA, y'all grimy. All right, so San Antonio, from Portland, via New Orleans, Brooklyn, San Antonio, trying to say Sacramento at 45, Orlando at 46, Phoenix, Dallas and Denver, Toronto, Washington. Then the Clippers at 52 from Cleveland. Golden State at 54, Houston at 53, New York at 55, Atlanta, who has 3 picks in this entire draft, 57 from Boston. And then rounded out New Orleans, Minnesota, and Washington sort of round out the 2 rounds of the NBA draft. Damn, I got the hiccups and shit fucking me up. All right, I'll pull that back down right now. Damn, let me drink some water real quick. That shit. All right, so last time y'all seen us, man, still had a couple games to go, obviously. Let's get to this right quick. Oh, other news. Did want to mention this because this is it's very pertinent for basketball, the NBA in general. Steve Kerr has agreed to come back to the Golden State Warriors for 2 years. Probably just to finish out, him and Steph finish their career together.
I don't see Draymond being there though.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe, but probably not. By the way, Draymond got clowned this week, dog.
Oh, by Chuck. He tried to come back with that that Houston line, but
nah, dog. You wasn't
Ernie and Chuck. You know what I'm saying? And got his ass, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Ain't Chuck, bro. Let me tell you something. By the picture he talking about seeing Chuck in the Houston, that was way down the line in Chuck's career. But when Chuck was, I'll just put it like this: I don't remember Nike signing Draymond Green and giving him his own signature shoe. And so Charles Barkley, bro, let me tell you something.
Bro.
Charles Barkley was nasty, dog.
Bro, people forget because of one Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley, aside from Michael Jordan, was the best player on the Dream Team, bro.
Yeah. Chuck, hey, I'm telling you, dog, Chuck was nice.
Like, people forget that shit. Charles, come on, bro.
Hey, look, I like Draymond, and I think he's a great basketball player, great defender, very smart. But watch yourself now. Watch yourself. You know what I mean?
Bro, he ain't, bro. He could only wish and hope to end up like motherfucker Charles. You know what I'm saying?
Man. And obviously he got more rings, so he feels more comfortable with the line. As a fan looking at it, nah, dog, give me Chuck, bro.
Nah, because teams were built around Chuck, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Chuck wasn't on his teams, bro. Chuck wasn't the role player. He wasn't the third. I mean, because let's be honest, bro. At many times, Draymond at best was maybe the third in line. Because when they had KD, Iguodala, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Damn, there's a couple other cats I can't think of. Draymond wasn't 2 or 3, bruh. Because Clay's still there.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me, Draymond, you think you 1, 2, or 3 when it's Clay, Steph, and KD?
When KD got there, he moved back a spot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Chuck was never on the back burner, bro. Chuck was the burner, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
And I think that's why even Ernie had to go in there and you know what I'm saying, like, defend Chuck, because it was like, that's my boy. You know what I mean?
You wrong for that. Yeah, nah. All right, man. Let's
because I think Ernie came with the stat like there's only one player who's tied for like the most like turnovers in the playoffs or something, and it's like Draymond Green with Kendrick Perkins.
All right, man. So we'll go ahead in. Obviously, before we get to this, as we step into the current state of the playoffs, the Knicks have become the first team to make their way to the conference finals. The Knicks with a 4-game sweep,
flying fashion, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Knicks deserve the props. Now, I ain't no Knicks fan. Obviously, I'm a Hawks fan, and I'm never gonna be a Knicks fan. So,
especially this season.
Yeah, especially But I got to give them. You know how we keep it a buck.
Hey, bro. You know what I'm saying? Credit. You know what I'm saying?
The Knicks have been the best team I've seen in these playoffs.
Bruh.
Consider
they hit 18 threes in the first half today, dog.
18 threes in the first
18, half. Bruh. Come on, bruh. These motherfuckers shot 87% with 18 threes in the first, bruh. That's absurd.
Mind you, we talking about basketball in this motherfucker.
Yeah. And the crazy part about it is this ain't like, oh my God, they just had a blowout game. They've been doing this shit all playoffs, bruh.
Mm-hmm. So, obviously, that series is over with. They await the winner of the Pistons. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, obviously, the series, Cleveland was able to throw down on them last night, to sort of
Yep.
get a 1 games in that series, so it doesn't, try to get the momentum back. James Harden was actually good in that game.
Bruh, we saw a vintage James Harden in that game. I don't know where that version of James Harden's been, for the last several years, but that motherfucker came out and we all, everybody who watched that game, that was able to watch James Harden, in previous years, was able to see what we've all known he's capable of this entire fucking time.
Yeah. And we all, and you know that the story goes as it is that James Harden goes off hardcore in the regular season, but in the playoffs, he tends to not shoot well, not play well.
Right.
And look, man, I ain't gonna lie. Game 2, he gave the ball up like 3 times in the last couple minutes, like straight turnovers. And I was like, damn.
Well, I mean, there's two things I'm always counting on James Harden to do, and that's not play defense and turn the ball over, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I mean, that's. But his game is so exquisite, bro. He's one of those cats that even though it's not allowed, he gets a pass.
Yeah.
Like LeBron and Luka. Them two motherfuckers got mad turnovers, bro. They average mad turnovers, but because of who they are in their game, they get that pass.
Yeah. So right now,
it's a 60-56 right now at half.
Oh, I ain't looking at that one yet. I'm looking at the
okay.
The 116, 109. Yeah, 60-58. Who up in there? Minnesota up. Obviously, so big news. I don't think we mentioned this yet. Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama gets ejected from Game 4 of the Western Conference semis for throwing a mean elbow. We're gonna try to find that shit and look at it for a second. But right now, I'm gonna try to find it, man. Floor is yours, bruh. Obviously. OKC up. Right. Pull up right here. This is the score from the last game, but give me your thoughts, bro. What you seeing in this? I'll tell you mine real quick, man. The Lakers have some spurts in this series where they be fire. I mean, they were up at halftime last night, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever happens, and the things just change over. Obviously, Game 2, like I said, I mentioned at the top of the show, pissed me off foul-wise because I'm like, is this where we at? Because some of that shit was ugly. But go ahead.
Well, no, and to start it off, that's exactly where we're at. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, we're losing because of the refs," blah blah blah. But we've all watched the first 3 games. Mm-hmm. Okay. Game 1, it was what it was. Okay. Game 2 comes around and we see just the blatant bullshit. Okay. Mm-hmm. And Game 3 comes around, started off great up until about the third quarter. Up until about the third quarter, you know what I mean? It was predetermined how that game was going to go from that point. Mm-hmm. Aside from Game 1, Lakers have been blown out Game 2 and 3. Okay? I get it. You know what I mean? At a certain point, it becomes mentally like ain't no point, dog. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I watched that game, both 2 and 3, watched that shit, and every time the Lakers would go on a run and get the lead and get the advantage, they would let them have it for a minute, and then it just call after call after call.
Yeah,
I get it, bro. Austin Reeves hasn't played great. Mm-hmm. He's not 100%.
Yeah.
That doesn't negate the fact that I've also watched Austin Reeves get his fucking ass whooped this entire series. Mm-hmm. I actually watched after Game 2 I can't remember who it was, had the nerve to say, well, if he was driving down the lane like OKC would, he would get the calls. Bruh, did you not see this motherfucker get beat down in the fucking lane all game long for Game 2 and 3? Mm-hmm. I said a few things before the series started. I said a few things have to happen. Okay, I said one. You know what I mean? Austin Reeves had to show up and average 20.
Yeah.
LeBron needed to average 20. Mm-hmm. They needed to have the turnovers less than 15.
Yeah, 15.
And
yeah, I remember that.
And DeAndre Ayton had to show the fuck up. None of those have happened.
Yeah.
Not one of them. And you know, I've talked shit about him all season. Not LeBron. I've talked about shit about him his entire existence. But this entire season, I've dogged out DeAndre Ayton because I've said it all season long. Dude's trash. He's garbage, bro. He's not who people are trying to make him out to be. Bro, I watched our coach, JJ Redick, who's going to get all the heat. I fuck with JJ. JJ ain't going to be there next year because, one, that's LeBron's guy, and LeBron going to be gone after this season. Two, Luka and him don't get along at all, and Luka's going to be there for the remaining, however long. But I fuck with JJ.
Yeah.
I had to watch JJ sit on the bench in the third quarter after DeAndre Ayton was doing whatever the fuck and sit there and be like, I can't play this guy.
Yeah.
Verbatim, bro. And I was like, oh, I'm tripping. And then got on Instagram today and seen somebody was like, yo, JJ Redick said he can't play this guy and played the same exact fucking clip. And I was like, you know what I mean? So
no, he keep it a buck. He keep it a buck. Hold on, he keep it a buck because after the game, the last game in the press conference, he kept it 100. JJ did. 100.
Oh, I fuck with JJ.
Yeah, JJ kept it.
Smashed. He smashed on the ref, and he smashed on his players.
Yep. Yeah.
And he caught everybody out. There's a few things up to this point that has just irked my fucking nerves to like my core, bruh. And I haven't felt this way since the Raiders lost to the Chargers at my crib in El Paso.
Yeah.
I haven't felt like that since then, right? It was two things. One, it was after game one. Oh, I'm sorry, after game two, when we all watched the absurdity that we watched.
Yeah.
And OKC sat there on the court smiling like they were the better fucking team, right?
Yeah.
And then that same game in the press conference, fucking SGA had the nerve to sit there and say, well, the more physical team won. We obviously seen that. Are you fucking serious, bruh?
Well, the Lakers ain't allowed to be physical. If they even show any 2% of physical foul, boop.
Bruh, you know what I mean? I was so happy when they challenged that Chet Holmgren call where he was holding his face like he got busted in his grill just to show there was nowhere near his shit. And just to have him, I loved it because, hey, shouts out to the cameraman who was ever in charge of that segment because he could just continue to watch. They would show the replay, and then they would just zoom back into shit Holmgren on the bench, trying to like justify the shit. Like, yeah, bro, you see, you're trash. And anybody who follows me on Twitter and shit like that, I shot a tweet out, and I will stand by that shit to the fullest, bro. Chet Holmgren is fucking garbage. Ass, bro. He's ass. He's on an ass fucking, you know what I'm saying? He's the most ass player on his team, and he was just he was in the right place at the right time in college, and he just so happened to be the tallest motherfucker in that 4-year span, dog. Otherwise, that motherfucker is garbage, and I hope and I pray to the fucking basketball gods, even though I love Ant, that either that they run into San Antonio and Wembanyama beats his ass fucking for 4 games straight, dog.
Well, the Spurs are undefeated against the Thunder this year. They didn't lose.
No. Well, between that and Chet Holmgren inside the NBA and out has never fucking beat Wembanyama because Wembanyama has took it personal, and there was like a whole interview and documentary about the shit that when he plays him, he beats his ass because like going into the McDonald's Classic, Chet Holmgren was like the guy to watch out for.
Oh, okay. So they got a little beef and shit. So
Bro, I can go on all night, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm gonna say it like this, man. I'm always gonna have high hopes for my boys. You know what I mean? Yeah. I still don't believe they're gonna get swept. If we do, I'll come on here and be like, yeah, we got swept, dog.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I don't believe we will. I believe we'll cop one in the Kennard Center.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We gonna get one, baby. You know what I mean? And I mean that's what it's gonna be, man. 164 teams have been 3-0, and none of them have came back and won. I damn sure don't think we're favored to win this one. You know what I'm saying? It's not impossible, but you know, we're definitely not favored. So I feel like my boys will go out there game 5 or game 4. I have all the faith that they're gonna put on performance. And before I forget, because I'll probably forget next week, if I gotta shout out anybody throughout this whole fucking, you know what I'm saying, playoff run for the Lakers, shout out to Marcus Smart, dog. Marcus Smart has been the fucking guy in this playoff run, and I hope when this shit is all said and done, he's back in the Laker form, Laker uniform next season, bro.
All right, man. So there you have it. I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying. You see it better than I do, but I was still watching the game and I agree with you on a lot of that shit. So, yeah, man. And again, if anybody gonna say they ain't got it, they do have a chance because there's a game 4. So like you literally have a chance. So before somebody says, "Well, they ain't got no chance," yeah, they literally have one.
I mean, the odds are like 0.02%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you got Kennard, baby, I'll take those odds, baby. You know what I mean?
So bring this up here as you can see, 56-60, third quarter just start.
I'm gonna forget before we move on and continue. If LeBron loses, right, in this round and gets swept, if he gets swept, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He will be the first player in NBA history to be swept in the playoffs at every round. Carry on, my brother.
So it'll be number 4. Okay, so that'd be yep.
Yep. So he would be swept in every round of the playoffs. At one point in his career, he was swept.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put that on your accolades, my brother.
All right, so Spurs have scored 2 points. It's 60-58. Obviously, once again, if you are not aware, Victor Wembanyama has been ejected from the game from a flagrant foul 2 through a nasty ball. Oh, hey man, let me try to find that thing real quick. Man.
You know what I'm saying. While you try to find it, I'll go ahead and explain the situation for those. You know, I was watching the game live when it happened. A lot of frustrations throughout this entire game. You know, as the game started, this all happened in the first quarter, by the way. Late in the first quarter. You know, a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving, especially down low. Spurs go for a bucket, they miss. Wembanyama goes up for the rebound and gets the offensive rebound. He's fighting Naz Reid and Jaden McDaniels for the rebound. They do foul him in the process. Nothing crazy, you know what I mean? They're hacking him, trying to get the ball. No whistle was called. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it's playoff basketball. They're letting it go a little bit. And out of frustration, Wembanyama, you could see him cock back, wind up, and follow through in motion. Rocking Naz Reid, you know what I'm saying, in the chin, you know what I mean? Above the neck area.
Okay, for y'all, okay, here we go. Yep. Yeah, he literally wound back on this one. This is nasty.
Yeah. This was an easy call, bro.
That's easy.
Look at that. Bro, he easily knew exactly what he was doing, dog.
Yeah,
yeah. Look at Buddy in the back. He knew.
Yeah, he's like, whoa.
Bro, he was shocked before it happened because he seen it coming, dog.
Yeah, dog.
That is literally... So they call the foul, they review it, they upgrade it to a flagrant 2, they eject Wembanyama. He was sitting on the bench. This is actually the first time in his career that he's been ejected from a game. I forget who was standing next to him. He when they upgraded it to a flagrant 2, he asked Buddy right next to him. Oh, Harrison Barnes, that's who it was. He asked Harrison Barnes, "Hey, what does that mean?" And Harrison Barnes was like, "Hey, you're ejected." And you can see his lips, like you can read it clear as day. He's like, "I'm ejected?" And Harrison Barnes was like, "Yeah." And he was just like, "Oh, all right." You know, so he does this little, you know, clap because they're on the road. San Antonio's on the road. They're playing in Minnesota. Yeah. So, you know, he does his little clapping, you know, try to like, oh, I don't give a shit type shit. You know what I mean? Get his team riled up. Daps up all his players. Not that intense, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Daps up his players, walks to the locker room, boom. You know what I mean? So and that's where we at. But I see, yeah, you got the video right there.
So
Yep.
watch this. So he gets hit. He's like, "Hey man, what the fuck?" Watch this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh
bro.
no.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
That's
hey, hey, let's talk though. Since we on here, I mean, we close to the end of the show. Does this cat get it suspended for the next game, dog? I mean, that's a
No.
nasty. You don't think so? Probably not
Nope.
because the NBA ain't about to give up them ratings like that.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if that was Draymond, if that's what's old boy's name? Troublemaker. You know what I'm saying? Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Marcus Smart, you know what I mean? If that's one of those cats, suspended easily, one, possibly 2 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a Wembanyama, LeBron, nah, nah, an SGA, nah. If anything, bro, they gonna fucking. I'll be surprised if they suspend Nas Reed 2 games for being in the way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Everybody, hold up. Who faced Nas Reed? Suspension.
You know what I mean? Suspended. Why were you standing there while his elbow was, you know what I'm saying, swinging, bro? You know? So, and then like 2 plays later, man, Nas Reed ends up getting hit in the chin again, bro, by another play. They reviewed it. They deemed it that it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't nothing crazy. Like it just happened.
Dude, come on.
But yeah, no matter what angle you look at, bro, like you could see clear. What up, 187? You can see clear as day, bro. You know what I mean? He gets frustrated because he, like I said, he does get fouled. You got Jaden McDaniels behind him pulling on the ball. And he just got frustrated and winded up and cracked Nas Reed. Bro, you could see him looking at Nas Reed in the side eye, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, bro, it's like, you do know we see you, right?
Yeah. And, man, make it so bad, too. Nas Reed was moving towards the other direction. Like,
yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the momentum made it even worse, bro.
I think I done found it. Hold up. This might be what you were just talking about a while ago. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, right there. Yep. Damn, that was clean, bro. I ain't seen hits that clean in the MMA, bro. And I shouts out to both teams, bro, because nobody got crazy.
Yeah. It could have.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think? I think everybody on the court was kind of shocked. Like, Wemby just elbowed him like that? Damn.
Between that and I think Wemby knew that Nas Reed would have whooped his ass, dog.
Oh yeah, dog. You ain't getting to you. I don't care how long your arms is, but Nas Reed punch you one time in the side of your knee, your shit gonna break like a twig. You know what I'm saying? If you punch Wemby in any joint, if you just punch him hard, look how skinny he is, dog. You punch him in any joint, that shit's snapping, dog.
That shit's fucking breaking in half, dog.
And the dude from the Timberwolves immediately grabbed him like, hold up, bro. Whoa. What we doing here?
Yeah, because he already knew. He's like, hey, bro, let me save you real quick, dog.
Yeah, because Nas Reed about to,
hey, bro, I'm gonna do you a solid real quick, player. Come on real quick, dog. Let me holla at you, player.
I ain't even the one. I thought they were gonna show the little talk, man, between
fast forward it all the way to the end.
Oh, hold on. Let's see.
What you got?
Yeah, so this is the whole play right here. Boom, boom.
Good. He goes the rebound.
Damn.
And easy. Go. Daniels. Nas Reed was the guy.
So go ahead and fast forward it. You know what I'm saying? Closer to like probably like the middle of the end.
See, hey, look. What? Look, he knew. Look, watch this. Look how Wemby puts his hands on the ref. First of all, I mean, not in a bad way. But he knew he done fucked up. Watch this. When he gonna tap the ref on the shoulder before he walks away. Watch. Now look at Wemby. Watch. Look. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, my bad,
see how
player.
He tapped him on the shoulder, like, damn, why I do that? I know he's thinking himself, why the hell?
Look at him right there, dog. He knew. And Nas Reed's like, I should fuck him up, right?
And then Shannon's like, nah, bro. We about to get some. He about to get kicked out of the game. We might win this motherfucker.
So go ahead and fast forward a little bit because they're gonna do the review and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's after after the review.
Oh, here it is. All right, here we go.
I would not be surprised if they give him a 2. I mean,
after review, there is wind-up, impact, and follow-through above the neck of an opponent. It is unnecessary and excessive in contact by Wembanyama. It meets all the criteria and has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 2. Wembanyama's been ejected. What does that mean? He just said. I'm ejected. You read his lips as he was talking to Harrison Barnes. What does that mean? So Wembanyama is out of this game.
Damn, all he had was 4 points.
Yeah, bro, the game just started, bro. It was in the first quarter.
They play and beat it, bro. You know how to...
Cold-blooded, dog. They're cold-blooded for that shit, dog.
Which I think most arenas play that song whenever somebody gets kicked out of it. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, either like that one and na 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 na.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that one too, bro.
Don't you come back no more, no more.
Yeah, that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, what we got anything else? Did we miss anything?
I mean, shouts out to the WNBA.
Yes.
WNBA season started on Friday. Friday had a couple good games. If you got the Instagram post and the TikTok post, I talked a little bit about it. Saturday we had our big doubleheader. We had Caitlin Clark with the Indiana Fever and Paige Beckers. What was it? Dallas? Dallas. Yeah. They went out there balled. You know what I'm saying? Dallas came out with the win. Indiana had 2 final chances, bro, to hit the deep 3. Couldn't put it down. And that game set a WNBA history as being the first debut game where each team put up 100 points. So you know what I'm saying? That shit was dope. The Las Vegas Aces, you know what I mean? They got, presented their rings and shit. They ended up playing the Phoenix Storm, I think it is. Phoenix mopped them, bro.
Hey, you know what it was? I mean, they said shit. The Phoenix got swept in the finals last year. The Aces swept them in the finals.
Yeah.
Said, you know what?
And Alyssa Thomas, bro, fucking, if you're not familiar with her game, I wasn't familiar with her game until a couple years ago, bro. But Alyssa Thomas is a baller, bro. And then, it's Alyssa Thomas and Deanna Bonner. They're actually, wives and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they be out there fucking just, and they both ball. So they came out there with a purpose. Vegas, maybe the emotion, of getting your rings and shit played a little bit of a factor, because today they came out and they played the LA Sparks today. Came out, did their thing, balled up.
Mopped.
Got the dub in that. Hey man, my favorite player, you know what I'm saying, so far, well, not so far, but my favorite player since they've been in the league is Aaliyah Boston, center out of fucking Indiana. She had a bomb ass performance, like 3 steals, 23 points, 9 rebounds. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a dope season for the WNBA, bro.
Yeah, man. And shouts out, obviously, Angel Reese.
Yeah.
Double yesterday for the
yes, sir. Out here for the Atlanta Dream, you know what I mean? Looking superb on the new squad, bruh.
Yeah, man. Looking superb. Got the block right there at the end of the game to sort of solidify the
on a rough note, bruh. AZ Fudd set a record. You know what I'm saying? Probably not the one you want. Only first rookie to score less than 9 points in their debut game. She only had 3. Hey, she could ball, bro. I'm not worried about that. Indiana got some fire defense. That's the first game of your pro career. You come out and play. So I'm not worried about it, dog.
Nah.
Because I watched that game at work. She moves, bro. She's out there. She gets looks. You know what I mean? So she's gonna get her buckets. Shouts out to Flau'jae Johnson, bro. She's been out there. I think her first game, she had I think she had like 12 Today she had like 17. You know what I mean? Raven out there, you know, fucking it with Indiana, doing her thing. So these rookies that are coming out, bro, making a fucking an immediate impact, bro, on games 1 and 2, bro.
Yeah, man. So they had now the Aces played the Sparks and shit.
Yeah.
Today. Yeah.
Well, today they played the Sparks. Yesterday they played Phoenix.
Yeah. Phoenix, the Mercury. Yep. And look, man, let's be clear. The Mercury was mad. They got swept in the NBA, WNBA finals last year. They said, "Let me give y'all this business."
Bro, you get swept in the WNBA finals next year, and the first game is against the same team, and you have to watch these motherfuckers before the game get awarded the rings.
Oh
yeah, bro, you hot, dog. You are fucking hot, bro. That's like a slap in the face.
Yeah, and right now the Mercury are down 31-48 to the Golden State Valkyries up in this piece. The Atlanta Dream don't play again till tomorrow. They play the Dallas Wings in Dallas. So we'll see if AZ.
Atlanta play Dallas tomorrow?
Yeah, 8:00 p.m., bro.
Paige Beckers, Angel Reese.
Yeah, man. Let's see if AZ Fudd can get back, man, because I know she
I think she will.
Yeah. She missed, like you said, she didn't want that record, but you know, she got it, so she gonna have to live with that shit. But as you can see right there, some of the games. So yeah, man, all of those seasons alive and kicking, bro. And we
yes, sir.
We here for it, man. So
hey, man, and the Braves can kiss my ass, dog. You know what I mean? Because they ended up. Taking the series.
You know, after Bobby passed away yesterday, that was a wrap.
Yeah.
You knew that one was gonna be. That's just how we know sports. We've been watching.
If we can come spoil the series when we come out here, man, I'll be cool. I'll be happy. You know what I mean?
I won't, but you know what I'm saying. Once again, man, I just keep talking to people like, why the fuck we only playing twice this season, bro? I said,
I would love a third. You know what I mean?
Man.
Split that bitch both ways, dog.
Hey, could be a third though, dog. Playoff time when that shit comes.
Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? If the years of past have told us anything, then we are looking forward to another one.
Yeah, we damn sure is, man. All right, y'all, man. We appreciate y'all watching this shit. We'll for sure we'll be back. You trying to come back in there tomorrow night or something, man?
Shit, let's get it tomorrow, bro. I'm off tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so we can do it anytime tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Okay, hey, that works. Same here. Y'all might see us early tomorrow, man. By 1 o'clock night stuff as we go over a couple things.
187, baby. Love seeing you, man.
Yeah, 187 up in the house, man. Appreciate you stopping through. And all right, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all take it easy. Enjoy the rest of. I think you see what. Well, I'm about to turn it on too. I want to see how the Spurs perform without they tall homie on the team.
They struggling. They struggling, dog.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They doing well. I'm sorry. It is 76-69. San Antonio. 4 minutes left in the third.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see what you got, bro. See what you got. All right. We'll see y'all later, man. Y'all take it easy. Peace out.